Welcome to the newest episode of the Big Eyes Podcast. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Man, today we have a special one. Bro, we are rolling out. Man, we rolling out the blue carpet for the homie. You know, he just joined. he just joined the he just joined the Legion of Doom. The newest member of RNC, man. Shout out to my dog X, man. What's good, bro?
What's good, bro? Nigga said the blue carpet, bro. I am crying, nigga. I am crying. Only thing I need is local Hunters, aka Sasha Banks, by my side. You feel me?
Bro, listen. She get on the show. We going stupid.
All right, bro. We just gonna it's like that Blueface video. Oh, we about to get negative in this motherfucker.
All right. Oh man, but my boy. Big Eyes, man. Man, I'm so happy you here. Like you dropped your show Black Variant. Shout out to you and Van, man. That's just so dope. But you're here, dog. You're here on the Big Eyes. So I gotta ask the question: how did you start reading manga? Like, what got you into manga? What got you into reading anime? I know you're a big American comics book fan, like a huge one. So what kind of got you into manga though?
What kind of got me into manga? My earliest anime / manga memory is like being like 3 or 4 at my old house in the city. And it was the middle of Goku versus Frieza. And it was after Goku had transformed. So it was all out. That was the peak of animation back then. So I was just like I remember just being in awe of these niggas just throwing pans and flying around and shit. I was like, that's my shit right there. So ever since then, I've been a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. Now, Dragon Ball Z is usually the entry point for a lot of American anime fans because Toonami and stuff like that. Yeah. And then from there, I got into stuff like Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto, Full Metal Alchemist, Bleach, Death Note, Code Geass. I can go down the list, but I've been, I want to say that was 99, 2000. So I'm like 20 years deep in it now. But fuck that. I honestly gotta say, I think greater than American comic books, because manga is a little bit different because they don't have like as many changes, creative teams and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think I've been a fan of manga than I have fan of comic books or like comic book characters because I have earlier members of Dragon Ball Z than I do have a Batman. So I would say I've probably been a fan of anime longer than I have for comic books. So yeah, man. And with that being said, that's why I'm so excited to be here, dog. Like your shit is so dope, G. I really appreciate it because like the last episode you was talking about niggas gatekeeping. That shit is like prevalent especially in the anime community. Like I don't know what it is about anime, but y'all niggas get real, you know what I'm saying, incelly around this shit. Like y'all niggas start stinking for no reason and getting all in your britches. Fuck all that.
Yeah, bro, it's weird, dog, because like once again, no one owns this. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the weird thing. Like there's this weird like ownership of it. And I'm just like,
it's entitlement. Honestly, it's entitlement.
And that type of stuff though doesn't leave room for people to like join in at any time. Anyone, like you can get an anime at any time, bro. Like it doesn't matter if you're watching it from when it first broadcasted to years later. Like you know what I'm saying? It's just weird, And once again, like I said, bro, like people always bring up the whole like I was picked on when I was younger for watching it. I'm like, bro, you're probably picked on because you was being corny about it. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like
it's possible to have drip and be a nerd, bro. I am a nigga who reads comic books. I collect Funko Pops. I got statues, nigga, but I still got hoes. Listen, shout out beloved. If you're hearing this, I still love you. You feel me? But, bro, you were getting picked on because you were a hoe, bro. Let's be real clear about this. You've been getting picked on because you was Naruto running in school, dog, and jumping off walls, doing some Childish Gambino shit, dog. Don't come at me like that, bro. Come on, bro.
It's different, bro. Like people act different about it. I do appreciate that because like I said, man, last episode, like the biggest reason why I wanted to do this is for those people who are getting into it or like who want to get introduced to it. You know what I'm saying? I could get on here and just talk about like some super underground type shit, but I'm like that's not my niche and that's not what I want to do. I want to introduce people to to the stuff that's happening now. Like that whole gatekeeping stuff, that's weird to me because, for this, I want to just keep the door open for anyone who wants to come in and just be like, hey, yo, man, like I listened to the episode, like, oh, dog, like my hero, or no, what's this, what's that? You know what I'm saying? So, man,
yeah,
I do appreciate that.
Yeah, that's like the back when I was doing Looking Glass. That was like the primary reason I wanted to do Looking Glass too, to like get people into comics, because I feel like manga is a little bit more friendlier as an entry point to get people into stuff than like comics is, because manga be going for like 20 years, but only be like 300 chapters or something like that. And manga is like a real easy read. Comics though, comics got issues dating back, goddamn 1939, and that's mad intimidating for people. So to be that like avenue to get people into the thing you love, I think that's real cool. That's something like real passionate people do, and I think that's dope as fuck that you like. That's the main avenue of what you Big Eyes wants to be for you.
But man, we are here to talk about the Overhaul arc from My Hero Academia.
Listen, dog. I done seen a lot of slander about this arc, and I want to set niggas straight about something. There's a very widespread misconception about my guy Overhaul, dog. That niggas, I feel like niggas just not, you know what I'm saying, understanding.
Niggas is not respecting the GOAT. I'm just gonna say it straight up. Niggas is not respecting the GOAT, and I don't like what is going on here.
I don't understand. The nigga got fits. The nigga got listen. The widespread misconception about Overhaul, dog, is like he wasn't just a germaphobe. He wasn't just a clean freak. Feel me? The reason he was so disgustful with people because they was broke. Overhaul is disgusted by broke niggas. You feel me?
That's what it is.
Shigaraki was a broke nigga, and he was below him. You feel me? All them League of Villain niggas, bro, they was out here scrounging for villainy, bro. Nah,
they was dumpster diving, bro. Overhaul came
with the drip, bro.
He came. He was on his Boosie. He was like, "You see a 50 in here, I'm pussy." Like he was.
Yeah, what's good? Yo, preach, nigga, preach, bro.
He came in with the wad of hundreds. It was like, "Is there anything less than 100 in here? Let me know,
bro.
Let me know."
Dog, listen, Overhaul was that nigga, bro. He was that nigga. Like, bro, you know how fire it is to be a villain whose power is just wave your hand and niggas just disappear, dog. Like, that's
bruh. He takes the glove off and you could feel the tension in the room start rising.
Bro, Aries started trembling when he was inching that glove off like Michael Jackson, bro. She started trembling, bro. She was like, all right,
y'all gotta go.
Bro,
get out of here,
honey. She was like, all right, I'm gonna head out, bro. Overhaul that nigga, bro. Overhaul is that nigga, bro. I'm kind of sad that he already out of the series and whatnot, but Overhaul was that nigga, bro. Let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty of the arc, G.
All right, so the arc starts off with we had just met Mirio. Mirio just washed all of Class 1A. You know what I'm saying? He put them through the ringer, but you have this. Start off, you really already see that Mirio sees something in Midoriya. He sees something in Deku. He's just like he's pretty much kind of takes him under the wing already. Like
he's pretty much like a number 1 draft pick. Like honestly, he's like Zion.
Yeah, it pretty much is. He's Zion. Zion with better with a better body build. he's Zion. Or Zion took his health right. You do. So, but Mirio really take Deku under his wing, and it's cool to see for the simple fact that we know that Mirio was actually supposed to be the one who got All Might's power.
Yeah,
so it's cool to see them have this moment where Mirio doesn't know this, Deku does though. He's still just kind of like I rock with this young dude. Like I really rock with him. So, they're getting into the work studies, and now because of all the attacks and everything, the work studies are a bit different, where you have to kind of work for a top agency. And we get Deku going to Night Eye's agency, who used to be a former sidekick of All Might.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have to bring it up. when Night Eye is introduced, why did they take the route where he got old girl strapped to the thing getting tickled?
Okay, hold up. Like Kohi Takahoshi gotta talk to me, bro. That is Bubble Girl is just like a wild, horny design character, bro. Why she got her titties out, bro? Why she, bro? Why is old girl? Look, no, you know what? I'm about to say something real fucked up. Never mind. I'm just gonna relax. But why old girl got her things out, bro? Like, come on, G. Like, what?
I just think the introduction of him, like, imagine you're going into an interview, right? You trying to go get this internship. You pop into man's office. He's tickling. He's tickling.
Bro, he got you. Imagine your boss. You pull up to your boss's office and he got the assistant a tickle machine, bro. Like what? Like what? All right, and like I gotta listen. We gotta talk about Night Eye, bro. Night Eye. I gotta be real. Can I be real, son?
Yeah, you can be real. What's good with it?
All right. I didn't fuck with Night Eye, bro. I ain't fuck with Night Eye.
I felt that they kept, I don't know, like he was like kind of a hater on the low.
Bro, Night Eye is an incel, bro. Night Eye is an incel. He's one of them gatekeeping Twitter niggas. Oh, you ain't been a fan of All Might since his second appearance in the Golden Age suit. You did. He just an incel, bro. Bro, Deku pulled up with the funniest goddamn panel in My Hero Academia history.
His face. I wasn't expecting that. I hit the next page and I saw his face and just busted out dying, bro.
I was at work dying, dog, when I read this, G. Like, bro, how you not think that's funny, bro? How you think that's not funny? Over a wrinkle, guy. Over a wrinkle, my guy. Are you serious, my nigga? Yeah, I ain't fuck with Night Eye, dog. But I'm gonna keep it G. He put Deku to the ringer to get the approval. So
he did, and he kept it G with him. He was just like, listen, you take this stamp. You take this stamp and you're good. You go, you can stamp your papers, you rock, like you here. And no, he definitely did test him. And you know, it was cool to see his powers in action because he kind of has like a Razorhead type of power where it gives you information, or kind of like it's more defensive in terms of just like, you know, he could see, you know, into the future, he see what you're doing next. But like overall, like physical strength power, it really doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see like how he uses his power to kind of stay a step ahead of against his opponents. Of like, okay, he's about to do this now. Let me know what I'm saying. Like how he uses that advantage, you know, to his advantage still, even though like physically Deku's way stronger. You know what I'm saying? No, Deku mess around and hit him with a smash kick. It's over.
Bro, Deku was fast enough to dodge bullets at point blank range, dog. And Night Eye was just like, you still can't touch me, nigga. What's good?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool to see power in action, see how it actually works. But no, like you said, Night Eye was cool. I felt they were trying to lean too much a little bit on him, on his character of his riff with All Might.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Of All Might being like pretty much like, I'm not finna retire, you know, whatever. Like, you know, his character was really evolved around him, you know, his quarrel with All Might.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like he didn't really have his own identity. Like, he was, like you said, he was always centered around All Might. So, and I kind of like guess I feel like the greatest contribution of his character is that prediction that All Might was going to die in 5 to 6 years, and it really turned out to be that Night Eye was going to die in 5 to 6 years. So like, it kind of gave us like this kind of this pressure situation, and then it kind of just went away. And like, I feel like Night Eye didn't really have like a lasting impact on the series, and I don't know. It just he was just there to me, honestly. Like he did lead the raid on the Shigaraki and whatnot, but like, I don't know. It just, he didn't really move me, I guess.
Yeah, I feel that. No, like he was there. I felt he played his role. I'm trying to think though. Like even if they attempted to give him something bigger, like what would it even been? You know what I'm saying? Like I think that the this arc was specifically built for Muriel, Deku, and Overhaul. Like, you know, it was specifically built for these guys. And I think, I mean, although Night Eye wasn't I wouldn't say like he didn't move me in any way. I mean, until the end. I'll say in the end he did, but like throughout the thing, he didn't really move me in any way. But he played his role into which he was supposed to. So I mean, it is what it is. But we move on. No, he accepts Deku, even though Deku never gets a stamp. He accepts him. He's like, listen, whatever, I'll bring you on. Like, I really don't. He, once again, on some hater shit, was just kind of like, I really don't
I don't fuck with you, but I'm gonna make sure you see why I don't fuck with you.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What kind of shit is that? Like, honestly, what kind of shit is that? Like, the fuck?
Yeah, just some pure hater shit. And you know, the funny thing is too, is that when you really look at the stem root of why he was angry at or didn't like Deku, it once again it's connected to All Might because he didn't choose Muriel as his successor.
Exactly.
You know, big hater vibes. But you know, he takes him in and he, you know, partners up with Muriel and they do their first kind of, you know, patrol around. And this off rip, things start heating up. They
like 5 minutes in, they run into the vision.
Bro, they got on patrol and immediately shots started ringing off. And they're like, God, first day? First day? Bro, so they, you know, they're walking past this alley. This young girl named Eerie runs out and trips onto him. And when you meet Eerie, she's, you know, she's in these like beat up hospital clothes. She's wrapped up in bandages. She has the little horn sticking out. Mm-hmm. You can obviously tell, no, this little girl is in danger.
Mm-hmm.
And then they finally get to meet the god. And my man popped up out of the shadows.
King
so sinister.
King Slime. I guess, like, what more can we say about Overhaul, dog? Like, his go ahead, preach about it. Go ahead.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people were hating, but it's just you have to look at, you know, I think one thing I really liked about this is how they kind of tied the Yakuza in it. And Shigaraki, he reminds me so much of like what a Yakuza boss would look like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he had the coat, he had the mask, and all his homies are masked up. You know what I'm saying? He got the gloves on, he got the jacket. Like, you know, he comes out and he just looks like, you know, he's so calm in how he's talking. You know, you can just tell that he's just this sinister, you know, villain without doing too much. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know, he came out guns blasting, just blowing up stuff and whatnot. He's real calm with it. He's real just like, oh, my daughter. Like, you know, like you can just like, you could feel like the negative energy without him even doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what made him such a good villain in my eyes. And even
honestly, that's the making of every good villain. Presence.
Yes.
Absolutely. Like, presence. If you don't got presence, are you really that nigga?
And you know, you can see it immediately when he steps into the scene of just like, oh, like he's on something. Like he on dirt. He's on dirt. Yeah. He's a slimy there, bro. Like, don't cross my mans. But you know, so we have this moment where Muriel, Deku, and him, they all meet him, and you could just feel the tension in between them. And you know, Deku being the young dude, he's already on some like, you know, what are you doing to her? You're hurting her, you know, type stuff. And Muriel's telling him like, bro, you gotta chill. Like, you know, we can't be out here causing.
Muriel was like, you ever see that picture of Uncle Phil where like his eyes wide, like, nigga, you being hot right now? That was Muriel. He was like, relax, nigga, relax. And Deku was like, nah, nigga, nah, bro, we can get shit started right now, nigga. And Muriel was like, dog, calm down. And then, bro, it was honestly, it was unintentionally hilarious to me. Like, Miro just like, relax, nigga, relax. We not trying to die, dog. Stop. And yeah, I think that interaction between them was cool. But like, once again, the dopest part in this whole like interaction is Overhaul be like, all right, y'all don't believe me? Bet. Walk this way with me, right? He starts walking away, and he don't do nothing but tug his glove. And Area is like, let me go back. Let me stop playing.
Man, listen, he didn't. I don't even think he got it past the thumb, bro. He just lifted it a little bit, showed like half the palm, and she was just like, "Oh, he's already on that." Like,
Yeah, like let me calm down. Like let me just relax. You know, feel me? Let me just go back. Everything be cool. Yeah, like he's such a dope villain, bro. He's so cool. Like I don't understand why niggas dislike him.
Bro, and that's the thing. Like he has a coolness factor of him, bro. Like he got he's dripped out, bro. Like bro, that mask, bro. The mask is so hard. The mask is so hard.
He reminds me of like if Penguin Penguin, the Batman villain, that had like more swag to him. You know what I feel?
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what he is. If he had more swag to him, if he was a Yakuza, I think that's what makes him so dope to me. He just reminds me of the Penguin so much.
Y'all, for real, and I see that. I definitely see that. But you move on. They figure out. He runs back to Night Eye. He's like, man, listen, we ran into him. Like, so they start, getting this plan rolling. And the cool thing about this, we can't even skip over this. We can't skip over this. Let's jump to another agency because they about to get brought on. My man Fat Gum.
And my nigga Kier Screamer.
Bro, my nigga Red Riot, bro. So this is when things start really getting interesting. And so Fat Gum, Red Riot, Sun Eater, they all, they're doing their patrols. They run into kind of like this commotion of villains, lower level villains, doing some stuff. And with that, Red Riot goes off and he chases his man. And this is the first time we get this interaction with this like quirk booster.
Yeah.
And with that, he gets he puts in the quirk booster. He got the rails popping all out. And my man Red Riot said, okay, it's time to break it out. It's time to break out the ultimate move. And we see this dope, bro, the panel alone.
Iconic.
Bruh, the panel alone was so tough. Like, so tough. When we first see Red Riot Unbreakable, bruh. And it's just, man, he looks menacing.
He looks gnarly, dog. Like, I don't even know how else to describe it. He looks brutal, and I love it.
Bro, he look like I feel that if My Hero was really like one day just like turned it up on like the violence and he just kind of like went crazy on somebody, like they turned up on the Pilgrim.
Niggas is dying horribly, gruesome death,
horrific, dog. Like just horrific. But he looks so cool, man. Like the skin, the teeth, the eye, like he just looks,
bro. The eyes scare the fuck out of me, bro. Like that shit was dog. I think that's honestly the coolest power up in My Hero so far. Not to say there's like a lot of them, like it's Dragon Ball Z or something like that. But like it's definitely cool as fuck to me.
Yeah, the transformation looks cool as fuck. It really does. But it's really cool because I've talked about this before. That My Hero, I feel, just does really well is that they let the side character shine.
Yeah. I think that's something like a lot of, more popular anime struggle with, especially like Dragon Ball Z, especially with Super and Naruto. Because Naruto Shippuden, you really don't get a lot of the side characters besides that Asuma arc, something like that. So like My Hero does really well with developing the whole cast as opposed to just like 2 or 3 characters.
Yeah, and they do. And I appreciate that because they don't put themselves in a bind where they got all their chips on one character in which they have to like you said with Dragon Ball, like all their chips are on Goku. So it's kind of like when they're writing a story or anything like that, like they can't ever do something too crazy to where they take Goku out the picture forever or take him out the picture to the point where they have to lean on somebody else because all their chips are on it. Like I feel that My Hero does a good job of like divvying it up, people. Like you have your mains, who really is, set apart.
Mm-hmm. And they say it multiple times. Like, I think Eraserhead said like straight up, like the top 2 niggas in this class that kind of dictate what everybody else do is Deku and Bakugo. Everyone after that is a role player. Like,
but they didn't even think about that about Todoroki, who is power wise is on the same level as both of those cats. But
exactly.
But it's true. Like you just look at the personality and just like what is centered around. It is centered around Bakugo and Deku, and like you kind of got these guys, two different sides of the same coin. Of they both have the same mission of being the greatest hero.
Mm-hmm. They just go about it a little bit differently, but not too much differently. Honestly, it's just like they just got different attitudes about it.
Yeah, definitely. But nah, so you see my man Red Riot. They have this shining moment where he breaks out his final form, and it looks so dope. It looks so dope. But with that too, we get introduced to kind of like the big evil scheme, which is
the Quirk Killer, I guess is what you would call it.
Yep, the Quirk Killer, the Quirk Bullet. My man Sun Eater, bro, he took one for the squad. He definitely took that bullet, ate it on the chin too. But no, you finally get to, you see what the big scheme is. And it was when I first saw it, I was like, huh, like, okay, like I see it. And I think it's not until we get a little bit later into the arc when Overhaul really like explains like why he wants to get rid of quirks, where you're just kind of like, okay, now I'm diving in, like now I'm fully into the plan. You know what I'm saying? But like just to introduce it, where they're like, we're trying to erase quirks, just kind of like, okay, like that piqued my interest. You know what I'm saying? It was for a short term thing. Like it was only he was like 3 days or something like that, or something ridiculous when he got his quirk back.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was like he like went to sleep and then came back. So yeah, I think that was cool as fuck, honestly. And when you get to the raid later on, and they were like, oh, we got something that I'll get rid of it for good. And I was like, oh, turn that shit up. Turn that shit up.
All the way, bro. Like, listen, they were like, listen, if we don't get negative, we don't get all the way negative. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, so, we get this moment, and then that's when you start seeing that all of this, all the other agencies, everything's starting to tie together. You're getting tied into this secret operation where they're trying to take down Overhaul. You're getting tied into all these things. You finally have the heroes, all the agencies meet in secret. They introduced the first black hero. Shout out to Rocklock. Bruh, hey, listen, they introduced him. I was like, bro, my dude got the free forms. He got the free form dreads and everything. Bro, listen, they had to say legit. He had the free forms, bro. Bro, I was like, this nigga look like Glock 9, bro.
I'm trying, bro. But shout out my nigga Rocklock, bro. He was being a little bit, skeptical, but I fuck with him.
Nah, so, man, we get this moment though, and it, we see this kind of this moment where Deku and Mirio really, it starts to get personal for them because they really felt that they let Eri down. They felt that they failed the mission, and you get this emotional moment between both of them where they they feel shame about like letting her go. They're just like, you know what? Like, no, we about to make this right. Like we about to do what we need to do. So I mean, it was cool to see that once again. You just continue to see the ties between Mirio and Deku of just like their characters are similar, so different at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like to be honest, like Mirio looks like a finished Deku in my eyes. Like
that's like last form Deku, honestly. I guess like Deku fully developed when he gets done with high school. So I'm really excited. Like it's crazy to think like even in the most recent manga, we're still not out of the first year of their high school.
Yeah, they're not. Like they're still, you know what I'm saying? Like they still have 6 months left or 3 months left of school, and it's crazy to think like, bro, all this stuff happens in their first year.
Bro, that's a hell of a first year, nigga. Like what? How can you top this besides like niggas just dying in the second year? Like I don't know how it gets worse than this, but I'm excited to see where it goes. But yeah, we get the meeting and whatnot, and then from there, I think what happens before they raid, Night Eye runs into one of them niggas at a toy store, which goes to show
yeah,
this nigga is weird as fuck. But
bro, this nigga he was creeping, bro. Like had the like calculated though. Like he had the perfect amount of distance between them. He had the perfect like he pulled up right at the right time, like all that, bro. Like it, bro. Listen, Night Eye, man. He be on some. He be on his shit.
bro,
He
weird ass nigga, bro. He is a weird ass nigga. But I digress. Yeah, he uses his foresight. Yeah, it's called foresight, right? Right. Yeah, foresight, and he gets the details. He was like, oh, we got you niggas. We got you niggas. Goes back to the agencies and is like, yo, I got him. They're like, what? I was like, I got him. Tells them like details. And they called the kids like 8 a.m. outside the mansion, be there, nigga. And they're like, bet. So, and then we get to the raid. How'd you feel about the raid, my guy?
The raid was tight. The raid was dope, bro. I feel they did that raid completely right.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was just enough amount of chaos happening. Bro, there was so much chaos happening off rip. Like before they even get into the mansion,
man's crashes through the
wall. He crashes through the wall and is swinging like immediately. Like he's not even like giving them a time to breathe. Like he is swinging on cats, bro. Like off rip. He's not letting no one breathe. Shorty, like, bro, it was insane. It was legit insane. Like immediately they're like they it's like they both have to drop on each other. So it really was we're gonna create as much chaos as possible, and whoever comes out of this the winner, that's what just happened, because bro, plans were thrown off. Nah, man, like it was, man, I enjoyed the raid. Like it was enjoyable all throughout. Like there wasn't kind of a moment where I'm just like, okay, I want this to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I'd be reading mangas, there'd be moments and fights or things that are happening where I'm just like, all right, bro, like
you just pull out the wrap it up box.
Yeah, you do pull it up the wrap it up box. And it's just like, all right, bro, like what it kept me so interested. And I think it's because they use every moving part correctly, I felt.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting first off with, you get the first fight with Sun Eater, you know what I'm saying? The 1-on-3 fight, and seeing Sun Eater really in action, bro, he shot up my list of favorite characters.
He's a very cool character, especially when he broke up the Chimera form. I was like, yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy right there,
man, for real. And like even his quirk, like it's super tight to me. Like a guy who can just he turns into whatever he eats pretty much, or can use whatever like I felt that was such a dope quirk, and just how he even uses it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like he got the octopus tentacle, he got the clamshell, he got all these different things, and just kind of see him in this moment too, where you see this growth in him of they talk about so much of how powerful he is, like quirk wise, but like mentally he's weak. And you see him kind of push through that moment.
Like he reaches the next level in like his development. Like I think that's dope as fuck. Cause like I think Fat Gum said the only thing holding him back is like he's just shy as fuck. And he just goes full fuck it. I'm just gonna fuck these niggas up.
Yeah, he does.
And he was like, what would like he has I'm not to say like a nigga moment, but like he was like, what would Mirio do in my situation? And he was like, fuck it, go next level, and he finished them out. I think that was super cool. I just think Sun Eater is a dope ass name. Like honestly,
bro, like, that is a cold ass hero name. Like
that's a fire name, dog. Like,
bro, Sun Eater's heat. That is heat.
Like honestly, like that nigga. Like Amajiki is my nigga. That's my nigga. We can talk about this all day, but that's my nigga.
We could, bro. We could, but no. So we have this. No, we have this first fight with Sun Eater, and then you while he's fighting, handling these guys, they're trying to get through this maze and like,
the wall shifted.
The wall shifting, and oh man, I forgot his name. His name's in mind, but the guy was using his quirk to like move the walls, move everything.
I'm gonna keep it a G with you. He's not important, so you gotta remember his name.
He really isn't. He really isn't much important. But and then you have this moment where once again, Red Riot, Fat Gum, they get thrown into this room and they have a sword and shield battle, and that right there, I think that was such a tight concept.
Like
of just like, listen, one of us is gonna have to take the damage, and the other one is gonna have to be all offensive. And we see off rip, this dude Red Riot get his ass packed out,
bro.
Punch.
He goes 100% out the gate and gets sent to God.
He got sent to heaven. He was on the wall,
bro. The smoke clears. And you see his goddamn muscles on his arms, dog, just full naked, dog, skin peeling off, G. And he just like, what the fuck just happened? Fat Gum was like, oh shit, we about to die, nigga. Like,
Fat Gum was straight up, like he was immediately when that happened. It was that was like the nail in the coffin. Like when you ever go to like NBA game or a high school basketball game, it's just a blowout, and he just hit a three, and you're just like,
quarter. In the
first quarter, bro.
30-3, nigga.
He was just off rip, bro. And you see Fat Gum's like, oh man, this is gonna be some shit. And they're in the middle of the battle. What really got them to win was the lack of chemistry on the other squad. Because this nigga was pretty much like, bro, if you don't put that damn shield down and let me throw hands with this nigga, he was like, I'm gonna kill you. There's even a moment where he like swings on him, where he's like,
you know what? Fuck it, do what you want to do.
And so we get this bro where it's just like, Fat Gum, they're going at it. Fat Gum got this, he's pulling out, he's pulling the ace card out, where he's just taking all this damage, he's storing up this punch. And while that is happening, Kirsten, he's on the ground and he's just having like this moment of, it's like that moment where like your mom whoops your ass and you go back to your room and you just kind of reflect on life. Like he's having that moment where he just got his ass whooped and he's reflecting on life.
He was like, is this really all I got? Is this all I am, nigga? He was like, nah, bro. He's like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. So in between the time Fat Gum is getting almost into God and Mans is throwing him, Mans is about to throw that last, ace card punch. Fat Gum, no. Kirishima comes, my nigga Red Riot, and takes the blow. He took the bullet to the chin, bro.
Bro, he took it, man. Listen, like a Jito, and dude respected him for it. Wait, like legit took it like a G and earned respect from it. But dude, so no, he takes his last punch. He gives Fat Gum just enough time to unleash it, and he punches dude.
He punched shit out of it,
bro. He punched dog. So the shield guy, he had the barrier put up. Like he even knew, he was like, oh hell no. Like
he's like, oh, we lost. No, he put the barrier up, was like, yeah, we lost no matter what.
Bro, he punches through the barrier, sends both of them through the wall. They go to the they go into the nurses thing. And I think the funniest part about all this is that the dude still gets up and still wants to fight.
Bro, he's like, you know what? We ain't dead, so this is a draw. But the first kid over there, so rust up, nigga.
Oh, bro, he was just like, listen, bro, we gonna finish this to the death next time. Hey, bro, that's so insane, dog.
I respect that nigga so much because he literally lives and dies by the hands, bro. I respect it.
He was just like, listen, bro, neither one of us dies, so it's a draw. Like, that's not really technically how the rules go, my G. But
Fuck it.
We're gonna run with it. Did I get my ass knocked out? Yes, I did, but I didn't die, so it's a draw.
Yeah, that fight is crazy. I really like that fight. But past that, like in the midst of all this, right immediately after this fight is over, Mirio catches up to Overhaul and Eri, and it turns up. Honestly, it turns up.
Bro, and the crazy thing is because you're just sitting like, it does happen directly after this fight, and you're just kind of like, all right, what can I even do next to make it like the next level? And somehow, some way they make it happen. Mirio, he's facing Overhaul, and he's fighting the other two henchmen. First of all, one of the henchmen, shout out to the drunken Sal. He's using his quirk to like throw off Mirio's equilibrium, and Mirio's like, boy, I've been dizzy my whole life.
You ain't shit, nigga.
He was like, bro, I've been dizzy my whole damn life because of this quirk. This is nothing. So he makes quick work, really of the henchmen, and and then finally, we get here, you get Mirio versus Overhaul, and Mirio is putting work.
Let me say, bro, Mirio was beating the brakes off Overhaul. Let me keep it 100% honest with you, bro. If Overhaul ain't get that shot off, Mirio was sending his ass to God.
Oh, because listen, bro, Mirio was going bananas, bro, like crazy. And I think the wild part too is just like when I first started seeing this, I'm like, oh, like cool, we're about to actually see like Mirio be into a real fight. Like last time we saw him fight, he's fighting these underclassmen. Like no duh, he's gonna work them out. Mm-hmm. But like you really see how strong Mirio is and how like well he just knows how to use his quirk, because he is just every move, everything, like what I'm saying, like he is putting the work in Overhaul. And then you get
three niggas the fits at once. Like holy shit,
dog, and crazy. Just in crazy amount of speed. And like even when you're reading the panels, bro, and like looking at it, like it just looks so cool how he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a moment where like Overhaul is going to like to use his quirk, and he goes through Mirio, but Mirio's punching him with the other arm. You know what I'm saying? Like it just looks so cool to see.
That was the dopest part about it. Honestly, like I think one of the coolest parts about the whole fight was he permeates through Eri, right? And it hits Overhaul with a crazy right hook and sends his ass flying to the wall and catches Eri like, we good. I was like, all right. I was like, all right, that's my nigga. Lemillion, I fuck with Lemillion, dog.
And it's crazy too, because like not like you really get to see how like, because even before all this, when they first introduced Mirio, they were talking like, yo, listen, like he's low key, like he's on par with all the pros. He's on par with all the top heroes pretty much. And you really get to see this, not even just with his fighting, like his decision making, like with the trick he did with Kate, to protect Eri. You know what I'm saying? Like all these different things that he was doing, you really get to see like, yo, like he is levels ahead of all his peers, and he's pretty much on par, like you said, with like the top 10 heroes. You know what I'm saying? Like of just how good he is. It is really dope to see this moment, but the big but we get to see this come to a wild end.
To a screeching halt.
Bro, it came into a halt of just, we finally get to see, what, the final product, the finished product does of the quirk erasing bullets. You see the ultimate one where, he's pretty much like, bro, how do I get this shot off? And he
was like, if I shoot him, it's going through him.
Yeah.
But if I shoot her, he ain't going to permeate, nigga.
He ain't. And so, he ups the tool, and he lets one fly at Eri, and Mirio being the hero he is, he goes and he He takes the bullet for her, and this is kind of like, to be honest, I like when reading it, I was like, kind of like a little bit of sadness creeped in. I was like, damn, like they got my guy. They got him.
I was like, man's really lost his quirk. Because like up until now, there hasn't been like no disrespect to My Hero Academia, but like there hasn't been like any lasting stakes, I guess, besides against maybe All Might's retirement, but that nigga ain't dead. So I really
and like,
and I was like, yo, he really lost his quirk. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it really was that moment. I think, like you said, I think this is like I think this right here, especially if you're reading the manga and you're all the way caught up, this arc right here really is kind of a turning point for My Hero, because they start getting more sinister after this. It gets deeper. It gets, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like the stakes are now higher. Like things are happening now that, before this, I feel they weren't on such a dark level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I that's why I think I appreciate this arc so much, because you really kind of see them turn up on like, okay, like, these past couple arcs, they've been fun. They've been, they have these kind of big moments, but like now it's kind of like they're turning up on the sinister. And it's dope to see, because now they've just kind of like they've opened up the floodgates to so much stuff that now they're willing to do.
Yeah, honestly. And then the group arrives. Razorhead, Night Eye, and the real nigga Deku pull up to the skirmish.
And they pull up to a wild ass scene too of just Mirio bloodied up, beat up. He got the, he got, holes all up in him. Overhaul really took advantage of that moment of him being able, of him losing his quirk. Really took advantage of that moment.
He's like, oh, you can't dodge no more. Bet. Immediately stabs him. Immediately stabs.
He was just like, oh, where you can't get, got you there, right there, right in the rib. Oh, you can't. Oh, you
ain't going through. Oh, it's going through you now, ain't it? Bro,
bro, that's my man. I was like, oh my god. I was like, dog, listen, Overhaul, bro. Like he's willing to do what it takes. Willing to do what it takes.
Always a deeper, darker criminal link with Overhaul every time,
every single time, bro. So, like you said, man, the group pulls up, and when the group pulls up, they see Mirio. They assess the situation, and Night Eye kind of. This is where I say there was a little shift in Night Eye. When I saw him just run up though on Overhaul, like he was just like, skip it, bro. Like we gonna throw the hands now. Like you done took out my student. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, this is kind of a moment for me where Night Eye, he became a tad bit cool, because I'm like, all right, at least he rolled for his homie.
Yeah,
like, at least he didn't do because originally I thought he was gonna be on some like, oh, I done saw the future. We need to retreat. Like, we need to get out of here now. And like, he didn't do that. He stood his ground and was just like, nah, listen, we about to finish it here.
Yeah. I really like. I think it was like, I think it's cool that this niggas like kind of like gear is like him just throwing stamps, like niggas like that's so unintentionally funny. Like,
bro, weighted stamps, the weighted hey, pinpoint accuracy though. Like
chucking them bitches,
bro. Like he's doing the YouTube trick shots with them. He like bouncing them off the walls. He's bouncing them off of walls, hitting you point blank range. Like he was doing some wild stuff with some stamps, with the weighted stamps, bro.
Bro, it's fun. I was crying realizing this nigga is throwing stamps. But honestly, and then Deku starts putting the pressure on Overhaul, and
even before that, we once again a turning point, because Night Eye catches one through the chest, and
he catches one through the stomach, and he loses an arm. Like, holy shit.
Bro, I did not like that. Was like the last thing I was truly expecting of him, like him going out the way he did. Like the visual of just that that rock going through my man's stomach and him just hanging there, bro. Like he couldn't go anywhere. He was just chilling. Like, well, I'm here now.
Well,
like,
fuck it. Yeah.
He was like, shit, I'm here. Like,
bro, he was like, I might as well get comfortable. Shit. I got the good angle. All right, bet I'm just gonna lay here. Y'all can keep continuing. Like,
and he does his final. Well, I wouldn't say final, but he does one more foresight into the future, and he wants to see how's this battle between Deku and Overhaul. How is this gonna go? And he sees the future and he tells everybody, like Deku's about to die. Like the only way we win this is if Deku dies. And so and we get told this before the final fight between Overhaul and Deku, and it is a moment in which things turn all the way up. And when you just couldn't think they go to another level, they do. And hold on. I'm not gonna overlook this fact too. Overhaul straight killed his homie and then fused with his body. Like
on some Zamasu shit.
Bro, he's just on some bro. He was like, oh word, like I bet. Let me use this real quick. Takes my man's body, he fuses with him and just turns into this demony looking figure, and just it's just this great visual of just this of this monster of Overhaul,
like the monster of darkness, dog. Like I don't know what it is, but like giant niggas with tentacles, dog, always gets the job done. They always get the menacing factor out.
It does, man. And it's crazy because it's like you really see over, like you said, like I said before, Overhaul throughout this is like this guy who has this evil presence, but it's not like he does a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like he's just out. Like we really don't even see him fighting much until the end. And it's like you get to see this moment though, where this cool, this villain who usually keeps his composure loses it, and you really get to see how like evil and how menacing.
How sinister he is.
How what I'm saying? Like you really get to see, like okay, like this, like how much of a bad guy this really, he really is, and it's such a dope moment of seeing that, of just like man, like all chains are off, everything's off, bro. Like he's just like no, it's full go time.
And everybody dying,
pretty much. And Deku, we kind of figure out, we finally get a glimpse into Erie's power. And what Erie's power really is. And her power is that she could rewind time pretty much. And so you get this moment, you kind of see her power, but you know that she can't control it. So pretty much if she starts rewinding, she don't know how to like hit pause. Like
exactly. They even tell the story like how she rewinded her daddy out of existence.
Yes,
and her mama don't fuck with her.
Yeah.
So with that being said, they're like, well, fuck. She started going crazy because, like, obviously it's an incredibly stressful situation. Like, niggas with tentacles, all the heroes stressed, and her horn goes full up, and she just started rewinding everything. Yeah. And at this point, Deku has reached his body's max was like 20% without breaking shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, I can't beat this nigga only 20%. He looked at Ari like, fuck it. And he's like, you want to help me out? She's like, throws her on her back and starts wilding out.
And pretty much he's like, listen, bro, I'm pretty much gonna have to break and destroy my body at a faster rate than she can rewind. So this is the first time. I don't even think we saw. I mean, we did kind of see All Might do it, but they didn't really say it. But this is the first time we see One for All 100%, like all the way there.
Bro, listen, I feel like we haven't really got like a full depiction of it, because when we see All Might fight, he's on the decline already because he already gave it up.
Yeah.
Bro, Deku was juggling this nigga in midair. Like
bruh, listen, that final fight was so dope. And like I think it's really cool of like, they just finished it up, on season 4 of this arc, and seeing it come to life, animated, because the panels are dope. The panels are crazy.
But the animation.
The animation, bruh. This man, I lost my mind on that one. Like that was such a top tier like moment of just seeing him go 100% and just how they were making the fight look. Because even in the panel, Overhaul, he's holding his own for part of the battle. Like it's not like he was just some punk and he just got washed immediately. Like it was a legit intense fight between these two.
Incredibly intense.
But like next thing you know, he just it was the moment where Deku taps into that hero inside, and it's just pretty much like, listen, if I can't save her, who can I really save? And you get this final moment, that last punch, bro, with the multiple fists, dog. Oh my god.
Ooh-wee.
And like, granted, we've seen the multiple fist thing happen before. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it just in this moment of just how it looked, it just everything just kind of like I felt that was just the perfect way to just draw everything full circle and like just kind of conclude and draw everything back in with that final fight between Overhaul and Deku. Like that was just something different, bro.
Honestly, the fight went next level, and it's kind of cool that like at the end of it, Deku was like, "All right, get off me before I die." Like,
oh man, yeah, like remember her power started going berserk, and so Eraserhead had to use his quirk to erase her powers, and he like had to stop because she was about to, man, my boy Deku was about to be out of there.
Bro, he was about to go back to being a monkey, nigga. Like
he was so bro, for real, like homie was about to be an embryo. He was about to lift up the clothes, dog. He was about to lift up the clothes and be like, "What is this?" My man was about to be a fetus. I was like, he was a man. Listen, she almost got him out of there.
And they at the end of the day, the heroes come out on top by the skin of their teeth.
By the skin of their teeth, and like I think. Okay, I want to ask you this question. When now seeing it, season 4, now seeing it like that, did it live up visually? Like when you're reading it, like visually seeing it in your head, did it live up to like that kind of expectation of like? Did you like enjoy seeing it now like animated?
I think honestly, I think it honestly exceeded it. It went past how cool it was in the manga, because. Like with anime as a genre, like they always term the animation when it comes to big fights. You see it in Demon Slayer, you see it in Dragon Ball Z, you see it in Naruto, and for My Hero, they showed like, yo, we can go further than these niggas, and they went full out with the animation. So I think it was even better than I visualized it when I read it for the first time. It's just honestly an overall dope ass fight, and I think it's really cool that like you get to see Deku at 100%. Like that's something we just been wanting the whole time. We finally got to see it. I think that was dope as fuck.
And I think, and one thing I do like about it though is that they kind of give us this, but it's not like a full course meal of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they give us kind of a glimpse into like, all right, this is what he looks like at 100%. This is like kind of looks like what he can do. This is kind of where his power level is at. But all right, that's enough. Like, let's wrap it back up. Like, you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they gave us just enough to the point where you're just kind of like, oh, bruh, like you something bigger soon is going to come.
Exactly.
And I'm with you. I think like visually, man, like it definitely exceeded my expectations of what it would look like animated. I just think that, like you said, they really did go all out with it of, making these, really bringing these scenes and these moments to life of just how they look, the colors, like everything, like they really bringing these moments to life. And, when you look at it, you're just immediately just drawn in. You're immediately just like full into it. Like, oh my God, like You know what I'm saying? Like,
honestly, it's truly incredible when they like turn up. It's really, really fucking cool.
It really is, man. And like you know, you really like to see it. And I think it's different if the animation was super tight, but the story was whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, like the storyline in general is just a dope storyline. Like it's something that already is kind of like you know you're invested in, but then just adding that animation on top of it, you're just kind of like you're just really taken away. And I'm a guy who's big on animation style. Like I'm legit the type of person where like if I don't like the animation style of an anime, like I won't watch it anymore. Like there's been a couple animes like where I've like started watching it, I'm just like I just can't rock with it. Like no, I'm big. I think that's big on that. Like when I watch it, like visually, like how am I seeing this? Like if I don't fuck with it, it's hard for me to really get into it.
Mm-hmm.
But man, okay. Last thing before we cut this off, because My Hero, you know, after all this, you know, we get the death of Night Eye, and this is the first time we really see My Hero do an intentional death, like a confirmed death of someone dying. And I think, you know, you have the moment where Night Eye's in a hospital, you know, All Might comes and sees him. You know, they kind of have this moment of like, you know, I'm sorry. You know, Deku's there crying, Muriel comes. And I think for their first death and how they did it, I think they did it right in terms of just like kind of that emotional ending of, you know, they're really like, you know, like you say, like this is their first confirmed like person that we know has died, and we have seen it.
It kind of goes to show like after this arc, everything changes. Like there are real stakes in the series. Like before, I feel like it, not to say that there was planned, but like it wasn't as serious. Like All Might, like retired, but like he ain't die. So like
even One for All, he didn't even die.
Yeah, they just threw his ass in prison. Like that's a regular ass there in Gotham City, dog. Like bro, honestly,
this threw my man in county. This is what that's how they did. Doing county for a bit process on man some Supermax. Like that's he went through the whole whatever, the whole shebang.
Honestly, that's all what happened. But like niggas started dying and niggas started losing their quirks. So this arc I believe is like the shift in the series. Like they start changing gears. It's like it's about to get real. Like this is just the beginning.
For sure. And like I enjoyed it, bro. Like this arc was something. It was something special. It was definitely something special, especially if you are a person who reads the manga and knows what's coming up next. What is ahead. This arc, like you said, it was such a pivotal one. You know, it is such a pivotal one because now things start ramping up. Like the stakes start getting higher, things start getting more dangerous. Like there's a more, like you said, I think there's just more seriousness added to it. You know, like when My Hero first started, you know, it wasn't that, you know, it wasn't serious, but it was definitely, there was always a lightness to it. You know, there's always something light to it. There's always some that will kind of take the edge off. And I think they're starting to like, let's like turn up that pressure now. But X, man, thank you so much for coming on, bro. Listen, I'm happy you're a part of the team.
There's nowhere I'd rather be, my nigga. I truly mean that.
For sure, bro. Like, man, listen, welcome, dog. Welcome. And we're happy to have you here. Man, plug yourself, plug your socials, plug everything.
Man, y'all know who it is. At X the Renegade, Excelsior bitches, y'all know the tag. I just changed my at to X the Renegade, so if y'all don't know that yet, it used to be Black X392. Of course, I am doing a podcast called The Black Variant. It's a black comic podcast with my guy, with my man's, my A1 Day One, at Van Red Evan. Really can't say enough about him. Honestly, he's brilliant. Like he's so fucking smart and so like just personable and funny and shit. Like Evan's like Van is so dope.
Man, I'm so happy for both of y'all. Definitely, you know, adding your voice, especially black voices in a space where black voices aren't as prevalent or aren't as taken as serious, I feel. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, y'all really adding your voice and adding something special to that. So man, I'm really happy for both y'all and the Black variant and everything y'all about to do with that, bro.
Man, thank you. Honestly, thank you. That means so much.